Today we're going to talk about the inseam pockets because they are in trend now. We can make them in dresses, skirts, and so on. We'll show you a very simple way to process the inseam pockets. We'll make a seam here, leave about 15 centimeters for the opening of the pocket, Natasha is helping us today. We have a seam tape, but it's not stretchy, so it's tricky to use it. We take such an adhesive material and cut a stripe out of it. It stretches a bit. It's a bit longer than the opening of the pocket and a bit wider than the seam. You'll see it. Natasha finishes the preparations. Now we'll cut the bags out. Of course we have the patterns for the bags, but we'll show you how to cut the bags by side. Draw a line here. The opening is 15 centimeters, so we need about 18 centimeters for the bag. I put my hand here and Natasha starts drawing. I always do it this way. Put a hand and draw a circle around it. We'll sew the pocket in along this straight line. That's why we left some space here for stitching. That's the best way to draw a bag. Put your hand here and circle it. If you put a phone in a pocket, circle a phone. If you put a tablet, circle a tablet. Let's cut it out. Now we cut the underlay piece out. The warp thread should coincide in the pocket and underlay piece. Make it about 6 centimeters wide. When we finish a pocket, you'll understand the sequence of actions. Everything is ready. The side seam, the adhesive material, the bag, and the underlay piece. Let's continue working. Let's go to the ironing desk now. We'll strengthen the opening of the pocket by the adhesive materials, and then we'll go to an overlock. We need just one stripe of the adhesive material. We'll use it to strengthen the fabric from the front side. Have a look here. We did not strengthen the other part. Let's go to an overlock. Process the edges of the side seam. The other one. You'll make the sundresses and skirts with the inseam pockets for yourselves easily. All the people coming to our studio want pockets. Process the underlay piece. Here's the front side, and that's the back. And these are two parts of the bag. Attach the underlay piece to the part which will be a part of the bag. Now stitch the underlay piece to the bag. Be very attentive. Before sewing, we need to process the edges with an overlock. Process the edges of the bags, one with an underlay piece, the other without it. And now we'll attach it to the side seam. Hide the overlock tails. We've already showed you how to do it. Here are the marks which point the opening of the pocket. We need to stitch precisely from one mark to another, not more, no less. Natasha will show you. This is the front side, and the back side has an underlay piece, so that we see the fabric when we open the pocket. Be very attentive. This is the front side strengthened by the adhesive material. We need to iron it now and then to stitch, so that the pocket never falls out. The width of the stitching is 1 millimeter. Stitch in the very edge. Do not stitch these parts. Now enclose the pieces notch to notch and sew the second part of the bag on the same level. right here. Always check everything. Stitch the back with the underlay piece to the side seam. Stitch it also from notch to notch. Let's make the notches and then iron the item. Pin the notches so that we understand how to stitch the side seam. Now stitch the seam. The stitching should be as wide as the seam of the bags. Otherwise, we'll have waves on the pocket. Skip the opening of the pocket and continue stitching the side seam. So here are the side seam and the pocket. It looks good, so let's go to the ironing desk. Iron the front side of the bag along the stitching. Make a small overcast, so that the lining isn't seen outside the pocket. Now press the side seam open. It's not the final ironing. We need to finish the pocket first. Now pin the sides of the pocket together. Cut the extra pieces if there are some. We have just a couple of millimeters here, but we still need to cut them. Let's go to the sewing machine to stitch the pocket. We stitch it from the notch, which marks the beginning of a pocket. Be very attentive. The edge is more than 1 centimeter here, but we'll just move closer to the edge. Stitch just 1 centimeter here. Stitch very slowly so that you don't have any waves here. We stitched the bag, and now we go to an overlock to process the edges. Be very attentive and move slowly. The pocket is round, so the overlock can lose the line. The slower you go, the farther you get. Don't forget to hide the overlock tails. We can't cut them. Iron the bag and the opening of the pocket. You can press it now. Here's the underlay piece, so the bag won't be seen even when walking. Now we need to make 2 bar tacks, and that's it. The bar tacks of about 1 centimeter each, so that the pocket doesn't move. And now the second one. We showed you how to make a pocket. Such inseam pockets are really popular now, they are very comfortable. That's how the pocket looks like from the inside. Today we showed you how to make an inseam pocket. Be creative, be different and beautiful. We are Paukštė Irina and Yastribov Alexey. Subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.